Morning. I was hoping I was going to show you the master at work, but I think he just finished up. But here's a little bit of our grain storage solutions and what we got going on. So we're fighting having full bins, and he's been hauling like crazy to make sure that we'll have some bins when we can fire up again. And he's doing some really good things to make sure that we can market our grain for more than if we just hauled it load after load. So we've got these 4 bins. They're all perfect moisture. But then we've got some bins with some lower protein, some higher protein, and we're kind of blending and mixing and trying to create the best uniform sample to get the highest value for the grain we produce this year, which is a lot of work, but he's really good at taking care of it, and he's doing a good job of marketing. Now we are out here at the sunflowers, and I felt the heads. They're a bit soft, but they're not crazy wet, which is good because that means the seeds on the bottom side probably fairly dry. Probably pick a few, bring them into the main yard, hand thrash them out, see what the moisture's at, because they say we're supposed to get another inch of, or half an inch of rain tomorrow, and if we could maybe finish up this field, even if it's a little high moisture, get that done, that would be nice. I would like that. At this point in the year, I just want to be done. So I think that's the plan. Then we'll go to Egg Advantage, see if we've got parts there, because they have a Egg West drop box there, which is super handy. And then we'll go to OBR Oil, get some gear oil, and then head to the farm, finish up the semi. And honestly, like, a lot of seeds on the head, so I don't think it'll take too many to get enough to get 150 grams. There's Andrew. Heading back from my place, going to Patterson with wheat. What a sweet truck. I do like that truck. Hard to believe that it used to be completely red because we backed the grain cart into it. And now it's all nice and white, and the parts truck we had for the cab had a moose bumper on it. Very nice.
We are hauling wheat today. If all goes well, which I mean, it should. We should have 4 loads, 4 Super B loads hauled in of wheat today. I did 6 yesterday. But 4 loads today would finish our wheat contract. It's a 1,000 metric ton wheat contract that I did with Patterson. So honestly, I've shipped them so many soybeans, basically all my wheat. I've got a big O contract still to do with them that I haven't started on yet. So it's good. It's a gloomy day. It's not looking good for harvest weather. It wasn't supposed to really rain yesterday. It kind of showered. We got like a half mil, like a heavy dew. But there's lots of rain coming tomorrow and this weekend, so we might try go today. If we want to go today though, this bin has to be empty, and I got 3 Super B loads in here before it's empty. So I got another Super B coming to join the party like yesterday to help me ship these loads. There's no lineup at all at Patterson. Things have been working out really good on their end. So yeah, we're gonna get her done. There at some point is gonna go test the sunflowers and field them and let me know. We'll go dry as 10% with the rain coming. We've only got 100 acres in our last quarter section that we've got by our main yard, and then the rest of our sunflowers are in Winnipeg. Like mine, my dad has some closer to Winnipeg but outside, so we're gonna go to those next. So it would just be logistically nice to clean up here and go. So we would do a little bit of wet sunflowers, like 14% or higher. Let's see. living in luxury in this Volvo. They are nice trucks.
We have made it to the main yard, so let's grab our sunflowers and hand thrash them out and see where the moisture is. I would love it if it was close and we could get something more done today. Yeah, I mean, you sit in the combine for 4 days, you want to get out of the combine, you're out of the combine for 4 days, you want to get back in it. It is what it is. It's the reality of the situation, though. I'm not sure what the recommended technique would be. That won't be it. So we'll end up just busting them up, I think. Oh, there we go. Got some coming out. Now we'll get them thrashed out and panned and separated and see what the moisture's at. It's amazing how many seeds are on one sunflower. Crazy. Alright, this is 7 heads. That's a lot of seeds. So now we're just gonna have fun and just make a huge stack of all these pans, sieve them out just for fun. Like, I want to clean them up, but we're gonna make a huge stack for fun. And then we'll get a moisture. Not a bad sample, and it was plenty of sunflowers for a sample or for a moisture, because different grains have different settings. So sunflowers, like wheat, you're doing 250 grams for a moisture, whereas sunflowers is 150. And with wheat, you're calibrating at 53 on the dial here, and with sunflowers, we are calibrating at 73. So it's just a bit different, but perfect amount of sunflowers to get a sample. Let's get this thing dialed in. That's pretty close. And whatever this is, like the real moisture will be higher because this is cleaner. Like, there's not any stock in it, but it'll give us something to go off of. So moisture is 13% and dry is 10. And we really didn't want to use the dryer for our sunflowers, but there's rain in the forecast and it's getting later on in the season, so it takes longer for stuff to dry out in general. So I think we might just try and get that field we're on today, just try and get it wrapped up. Then we have 2 fields left. We can get moved, set up, ready, whatever. But then still making progress. We're going to give that a shot. So now instead of working on the truck and finishing that up, which I really did want to do, but it's not that important, I'm going to head back to my place, help the guys there. They got to empty that bin, so we got to clean the bottom, get the auger set up, and then maybe we'll get rolling at like 1 or something. That wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's a terrible drying day. It's not raining, but it's also not sunny or windy, but see what we can get done. That'd be nice. After further discussion, there's a lot that has to be done, and we got the 2 Super Bees on the road right now. They're trying to empty out that bin and then ship them before we're even going to have semis, so probably like 3 or 4 before we have the chance. So I will, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, get this truck done. And I'm not 100% sure if we actually will get started on sunflowers today. I hope we do, but we'll see what the day brings. Maybe if we give it some more time, moisture will come down, sun will come out, something will happen. That would be nice. But let's get that yoke changed, the diffs cleaned up, oil topped up, take this thing for a drive. That is how you use a truck properly right there. That's good stuff, Kevin. It's being stubborn, and I don't want to fight it. So they'll just give it a little bit of persuasion. U-joint's been in there for a while. While we're waiting for things like the drive shaft to cool down so I can put that new U-joint on, we're gonna top up our diff oil and get cleaning. Here's where we're at, and this is a job that doesn't stop giving. I pulled the fill plug. There was enough metal on it that I figured, hey, we should drain it, pull the bottom on. We drained it all out. Decent amount of metal in that diff. It's not like it's blown up or I've seen anything that would, like, obviously other than the metal, I haven't seen anything that is cause for concern. So we're doing a really good flush. I'm trying to get all that metal out of the bottom. Then we're going to put it back together and we're going to drive it, see how it is. We're going to monitor the diff temps because we have temp sensors in there that work. And then we're going to go for there. And worst case scenario, if we think, hey, this isn't going to work, then we'll throw the diffs from that parts truck into here and move on with life. Hopefully that's not the case though, because I just spent $1,500 on parts. And I'm gonna have 2 days into it, putting it back together. So we're letting that drain, and now or drip out, you know, get the diesel and everything that I flushed it with out. And now we're putting the U-joint back together, and then we'll move back here, fill it up, hopefully be driving it by the end of the day. Well, we officially won't be able to get this truck going today because I just screwed up the U-joint that I was putting in. And this is new. This is something I've never seen before. And I'll probably always check for the rest of my life. But I found this bolt inside this hole. But I only found it once I had installed it, and taking it apart, I mean, I screwed things up. So there goes $350 U-joint. But it seems like a slight oversight on packaging, because they leave the bolts loose. And I opened up the box, I saw 3 out of the 4 bolts that I needed, and I figured out, I mean, the bolts are loose in there, it's not a sealed up box, there's no plastic, maybe it fell out. I was walking around with this U-joint, doing whatever, and it never fell out. But as soon as it comes to installing it, I got the one cap in, and then I slide the U-joint up to center the other cap, and then push that one in. When I slid it up, it fell out and lodged itself, so I could no longer fully seat the U-joint in the cup. And then in the process of removing it, I mean, stuff got screwed up because these yokes are tight. So check the holes in your U-joints if you're missing bolts, I guess. And I really would never have thought to look. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't have seen it, because it fits perfectly in there, and then also perfectly in that small hole. Like, that's nice. Go farther if I really pushed it, so check them out, I guess. So we're gonna leave this where it is for now, and apparently the quad doesn't start now, so we'll start working on that. Never a shortage of things to work on here, so let's see what the issue is there. First thing we're gonna do is check, make sure it has gas in it. That's a good place to start. We have confirmed it does indeed not start, and it does have fuel. So open up the fuse box, see where our fuel pump relay is. We'll check some of that stuff, and then see if we got spark, because we changed this for our ignition last year with some Chinese one. Maybe it took a shit. All right, haven't done much. I checked all the fuses and relays, that sort of thing. I want to say the fuel pump's not running, and that's why it's not running, because it doesn't get gas, it's not going to run. So kind of hard to get in at, but I unplugged my connector. We will test our power and ground here with the light, and if we're getting power here, then we need a fuel pump, which we've also done that not too long ago. Maybe that one was done 2 years ago. So we are getting power to that plug, and I plugged it back in, still nothing. So now I'm gonna see if I can't get some jumper wires in here and a booster pack, and give that 12 volts on that plug for the pump. And if we got nothing, then we know we need a fuel pump. I'm fairly confident in that, but I wanted to just check and make sure we're not missing spark and I'm just incompetent. We got spark. So let's get this front shield taken off and get at that fuel pump. We have confirmed it's the fuel pump. I took this panel off. I can get right in there and hooking up a battery. It doesn't run. Checking for continuity. There is no continuity, so therefore the pump is bad. We'll order one up, throw it in here. That's another day though. I think I'll head to my place now, and we got to pick up the 4690 and bring it back and get it ready for sunflowers for the next time we go, because we just decided, hey, it's too much of a rush. The moisture's still on the high side. We're just not going to start today. Let's see how the old girl starts. It's been sunny-ish out and it's not too cold, so hopefully it starts pretty well, because I don't have any ether. It should start. Happy. Let's hope she's happy. Just keep cranking, I guess. There we go, not too bad. Nice. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say we make no boost. It is pathetic, actually. She smokes though. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some turbo. And we're there. Like a freight train. Another day of whatever breakdown the farm throws at you. It keeps you busy, which is good. If you're busy, you stay out of trouble. I'm gonna hope we don't get rain tomorrow, although I think it's pretty inevitable. Maybe it'll be later on and we can combine throughout the day. But I got a tractor here for the auger. We're actually not gonna use this auger because it's pretty worn out and old. So we're gonna hook this back up to our big auger, which wouldn't have fit in that other yard, and then get it set up in the bin here that Andrew emptied out. I think he got 2 emptied out actually. He's been hauling like mad. So, another day in the books. Anyways, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. It's a good day, guys. We got baby kitties. Can you show them baby? What's that one's name?
Daisy.
That one's Cheese. And this one is? That's Chip. Oh, I love me some good kitties. Brielle, do you like the kitties?
Meow.
Meow.